So what's up, all? We are back, and hopefully, some of you guys catching this on the replay. We've got part 2 here. As you can see, the base is completely primed up. This is looking really good. I did a few other little things to it. When I was chiseling out this area back here, I did have some little hard bits of the flashing, I guess you could say. I actually mix that in with the primer base coat, and it adds a little bit of like almost a gravel feel to it. You can see it when, especially when I put it on a horizontal with the camera. Um, this almost works like a popcorn ceiling. So again, this just adds a little bit of more random texturing to it all. But as you can see, especially the slashes and the piece of stone and all, it really has a nice weather worn look to it all. So I am very pleased with how this has turned out. I mean, again, when we look this from a horizontal, okay, a little bit of pink there, but I can deal with that. I can fix that later. I am really pleased with how this is. I mean, this looks good at honestly just about any angle, as long as, I'm not looking at the bottom. So we are going to work on painting this guy. Just waiting for a few things to come together. I am going to be using my airbrush. This is a cheap little guy I got from Amazon. Nothing too crazy special about this. It is rechargeable, which I've been charging this whole time. There we go. We're in green. We're good to go. Going to be using for our paints a kind of a pewter base to it. I've got pewter. I don't think I need the metallic. I could put a little country gray into it as well, but I think I'm going to use this for the dry brushing. So I'm going to use the pewter for the it's not a metallic pewter. Let's point that out real quick. It's a matte. So I've got that. And then I also have, where is it? This is the important part. This is a homemade paint thinner that I did. With this, it was made with distilled water, isotropic alcohol, and glycerin. That's it. Some people have also used, believe it or not, windshield washer fluid, which I've worked with that before. It didn't work, and it wasn't bad. I want to point out the windshield washer fluid wasn't bad, but I still end up having to clean out the airbrush thoroughly because eventually it did start getting clumps. This is just an old measuring cup I got from cough syrup. This is important because when I put this in here, I usually put about 5 milliliters of this and about 6 to 7 milliliters of my paint thinner. So that's my ratio right there. I couldn't give you the actual how many parts and all, but that's kind of what I do. And then mix it up till it's like a milky consistency. Pour it in, and let me tell you, it makes this so much faster. So let's go ahead, get things going on here. So that's about 5 milliliters of the acrylic paint. And I go just above the 10 milliliter line right there. And I'll give it a mix. And we mix. Once again, this is exciting. So exciting, but we're mixing up the paint here. Just trying to get the clumps out, because if the clumps kick in, that's what jams up the brush, the airbrush. I think we're good to go there. And we got paint. Still got plenty of paint left, but I just kind of want to show I'm doing multiple coats because the Mod Podge, the reason I put one of the Mod Podge on there isn't just to, give it a hold the color, but it makes it so the foam isn't as absorbent for the paint. Now, I don't mind having it being uneven because, again, this is a color gradient, but not color gradient. I don't mind it being a gradient because this is, uneven concrete, but I do want to kind of get a couple layers on here. So I'm doing this in circles, kind of going over it over and over again. Now, a lot of these color, I mean, as this dries out, a lot of the color inconsistencies will even out. And then, of course, once we apply the dry brushing and possibly a little bit of a wash on here as well, even if the color isn't completely even, it's going to look natural. I mean, this airbrush makes this so much faster. I mean, you saw how it was taking me to paint the base coat on here. Also, with the mix with the isotropic alcohol, it dries a lot quicker too. I mean, this is looking really good. And yeah, this is turning out, I'm very pleased with this. It's okay. Yeah, you kind of missed some of the painting on here, unfortunately. But yeah, I hit the air. What's up, Junkion? We just kind of did the painting on here. Literally just hit it with the airbrush. And this was apple barrel paint pewter with my paint thinner on here. And just a couple layers. Being a little uneven with the paint application gives us some very good texturing and gradient to it. And this is looking fantastic. I mean, I'd almost would be happy with just this as it is, but you know, I got to overcomplicate things. So, we're definitely gonna be hitting some dry brush on here in a little bit. Exactly, just a dry brush and wash, and we'll be good to go. And that, honestly, is near perfect right there. I don't want to mess with it anymore. I'm gonna give me about 3 minutes. I am going to just clean this out real quick, and by that time I have this cleaned out, we should be able to throw some detailing on here. Okay, we're back. Okay, dry brush. That was a really quick clean out on there. Got everything before it started clumping, which is good. And this guy has pretty much dried out. So for our dry brushing, let me go get my, almost forgot my water. Okay. That's just for cleaning. Water's just for cleaning things out. So paper towel. So I think for the water, for the dry brushing itself, gonna get a little bit of granite gray. So ironically, yeah, I was using pewter for my parking lot, so we're gonna use the granite gray, I think. And that should give us just enough of a pop on some of the edges here. What I like using this for is not just for dry brushing, but a little bit of the edges. So left over from combination lo mein the other night. Well, yeah. And I'll just sit here and just put some of this stuff on the edges. And then just streak it down. And literally so make it look like it was kind of hewn from that side. And this is just, I guess, just really brings out some of the, it brings out the edges. So if when I was doing the little cuts into it, I mean, especially like over here, my little pothole right here. Oh no, it's a pothole. But again, just a little lighting, little light brushes right there. Bring out the streaks. And then when this is really, this is just gonna look so, I am really looking forward to using this on my next video. Absolutely. I mean, this, yeah. Sony says that he's scared of doing something like this. He absolutely should not be. So if those of you who are catching me on the replay with all this, this is not hard work at all. And this is something really, really simple. Even if you don't do the divot, this right here, that's a display base. I mean, you can put, like I said, you can put an action figure on there. You can put a vehicle on there. You can put a transformer on here. You could put a barbarian, whatever. This is a great universal base right here. And all you need is black, a dark, a gray, a lighter gray, and that's it. I mean, you don't need to have the airbrush. I mean, it makes it easier, and Mod Podge. I mean, the airbrush makes it easier. Absolutely, I'd still be painting if I was doing it, but you'd still get it done. So don't be scared. Break out the stuff. Start cutting. What's the worst that you can do? You don't make it. You kill a couple hours. You had some fun. Then you learn where did I go wrong, and then you make another. I've tried to get my channel going like 3 or 4 times. Hopefully this is the last time. But I learn from every time. From the video editing to the presentation to being me. Yeah, as weird as it is, this is all introspective. Yeah, this is all about me, folks. Man, this is looking good. I mean, I've got a wash. I don't even think I need to use the wash on this, to be honest. I'm really pleased with this. I mean, I do have a little bit of wash here. Some Citadels. What do I got here? Null oil. Yeah, we can use some of that. Just because it's got the whole motor oil thing going for it. And I think that's all I need for the dry brush. So you're going to go in there. And we'll pull this guy out for the wash. God, I hate how this stuff smells, though. This doesn't even need the wash. I'll wash this area right here, but honestly, I don't think this even needs it. Nah. Could do the edging with vanilla. I don't have any. I mean, the granite gray is what I had. Vanilla. I mean, obviously, this is artistic license here. Absolutely. I could still put. I could even throw a little black. There's just a little dab of that right there. A little black dry brush still makes those crevices just look that much more weathered. Kind of tones it down a little. Eh. Eh. I don't think the wash really made much of a difference on here, but I could also got here just some vintage white if I wanted to, but I think I'm just trying to keep this guy universal and simple. So yeah, I'm pretty much gonna call this one almost a near complete job. Do a little bit more of the edging on here. Okay. This came out so much nicer than I thought anticipated it to be. It's just got a little bit of life to it. That's all we want. Not just a piece of gray. Like I said, this isn't sketched out. This was all kind of improvised. And I need to get back to like a more hardcore diorama sometime. I really do. But honestly, these are just fun. I build these for fun. I do this for fun. It's imperfect. And I'm happy with that. Even if I can't ever get this part here smoothed enough, this will look good just on a Detolf, in a glass cabinet. It'll look good on a shelf. This will look good just for presenting a review, which of course will be you can catch here on this channel. And that, I want to say, is that. So for those of you who kind of hung around, I greatly appreciate. Hope your Sunday went well. For those of you catching this on the replay, hope you enjoyed. Please give us a like, a comment, and anything else you want to see. If you want more, if you want tutorials, you like these live builds. I'm scared to even potentially do an action figure repaint on one of these sometime, kind of like I did with the Batman. So that was an all-day thing, let me tell you. But till next time, please have yourself a phenomenal day, and we'll see you on the channel. Peace.